What are your earliest memories of engaging with science or nature? Mine involve my parents taking me to museums to see dinosaur fossils and exploring the woods outside my house with my siblings. My mom checking us for ticks when we returned home. Formative memories around science may start at a very young age, where our families, and oftentimes our mothers in particular, are important gatekeepers of scientific information. Traditionally in charge of household maintenance and caregiving decisions, mothers are some of the first people who shape our understanding of the world around us. I am Emma Frances Bloomfield, and I teach and research science communication at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. In my element, Mothers as Science Storytellers, which was published in Cambridge's series on public engagement with science, I consider how mothers are an important scientific identity in contemporary science communication. Focusing on the controversies of climate change and vaccination, I analyze the messages of online mothers groups and how they leverage their identities both for and against scientific information. Using the narrative web tool I developed in my previous book, Science versus Story, I analyze the narrative features of character, action, sequence, scope, storyteller, and content within the stories that mothers groups tell. In section 1 of the element, I examine the relationship between identity and stories in science communication and profile prominent identities such as political affiliation, religion, race, gender, and class in relation to scientific topics. This section sets the stage for the specific examination of mothers in the second section. This section profiles a few mother-based advocacy groups. Climate mothers, such as Mothers Out Front, argue that mothers have a unique force that drives them to protect children from the changing climate. The group notes, Mom power is a form of energy and resilience, giving every ounce of yourself to become an unstoppable force of love for the next generation. We believe that there is no more powerful force than women mobilizing to protect their children. Anti-vaccination mothers, such as those behind the group Vax Truth, cannot draw on scientific evidence to support their position on vaccines. Consequently, Vax Truth lists all of the activities they participate in to increase their credibility, noting, I work, I research, I travel, I write, I advocate, I speak, I listen. In this section, I provide examples and analyze how these groups leverage the power of motherhood, both for and against scientific conclusions through the stories they tell. In section 3 of the element, I offer strategies for engaging climate mothers in advocacy and encouraging anti-vaccination mothers to be more open to vaccination. You'll have to read the element to learn more about those strategies, including some of my advice on how to raise pro-science children. Thanks so much for watching and sharing this video. Be sure to check out Mothers as Science Storytellers and the other great volumes in Cambridge's series on public engagement with science.